The immigration curbs announced by Australia and Canada on students in Canberra's case and temporary foreign workers in Ottawa's case comes amidst the growing cases of pro-Khalistani organizing, the growth in transnational organized crime rings, and also an uptick in violence within the Indian diaspora in these countries. Both countries, since the end of the COVID pandemic, relaxed visa rules that saw a surge of migration in record numbers, especially from India. A large number of migrants from Punjab, Haryana, and Gujarat emigrated to these countries due to the lax visa rules in comparison to the US and the United Kingdom. However, the two countries have now decided to clamp down on international immigration. India has long warned Canada that the country is becoming a petri dish for the growth of pro-Khalistani extremism and transnational organized gangs operating in Punjab, shifting their base to the country. While the ruling Liberal Party has long been soft on the issue of Khalistan, the record immigration numbers in the last 2 years has also seen an uptick in violence in the country. For example, in July this year, an ISKCON temple was vandalized in Canada with pro-Khalistani slogans, while Indian designated terrorists like Gurpatwant Singh Pannu and Hardeep Singh Nijjar were allowed to continue their organizing without disturbance from Canadian authorities. The results are expected. Nijjar was killed allegedly by 4 Indian youth, all of whom have been arrested by the Canadian police. Ripudaman Singh Malik, one of those alleged to be behind the bombing of Air India Flight 182, was killed in 2022, shot in his car outside his clothing business in Surrey, British Columbia. Pannu has been threatening Hindus, urging them to go back to their motherland, India. The Indian government has warned Ottawa repeatedly that gang rivalries in Punjab are now playing out on the streets in Canada. The curbs, in light of these growing issues, were widely expected. The pro-Khalistani separatists every year hold celebrations of the assassination of the Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and continue to organize referendums on Khalistan and threaten Indian diplomats in the country. The threats to Indian diplomats led to closure of visa facilities for Canadians at Indian diplomatic missions in the country for a while, in September and October of last year. The growth of such extremism has seen ties between Ottawa and New Delhi crater in recent months, especially after Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau alleged Indian links to the killing of Nijjar. Yet, after nearly a year of making such claims, no evidence is forthcoming from the Canadian side of such links, while their government continues to grapple with the growth of separatist violence. Shots were fired at the home of Nijjar's associate, an attack that the authorities confirmed had no foreign hand earlier this year. Similarly, Australian authorities have in recent months added scrutiny to visa applications, especially for those from Punjab, and in May 2023, some of its universities stopped processing applications from the states of Punjab, Uttarakhand, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, and Jammu and Kashmir, citing high dropout rates and fake admission documents. The countries were underprepared, or in Ottawa's case, willing to look the other way, as its open migration policies led to the growth in extremism, violence, and attacks within the Indian diaspora communities in those countries. The search for votes, especially by the Liberal Party, has come back to haunt the country both in its security and economic well-being. Canada is facing increasing unemployment, touching 6.4% in June this year, from around 5% in April 2023. While housing prices have spiked. Australia similarly too has seen a surge in housing prices, which has made it one of the biggest worries for the people. Elections are expected in both countries next year, and its actions in recent days reflect their political calculus at the moment. Defending their electoral future, despite repeated warnings of the outcome of such easy visa regimes by New Delhi. That is all for me today. Subscribe below for more such episodes from ThePrint.